Indeed, Newcastle United 3, Brentford 3. We still haven't got the first win. We're playing pretty well, but our defence is utterly shambolic.
It is. It's absolutely I can't describe it. At the end of the day, it's just absolutely hopeless. End of the day. Yes, first minute we scored, yes, in 8 minutes, and then all of a sudden, Brentford hit back just a few seconds from Ivory Thompson. I think that Scott should be ashamed, and so Carl Darlow. What was the keeper thinking? Stopping 2-point shots. But I think, to be honest, that's easy for keeper to save one of those 2 shots.
Yeah, I mean, the first goal Brentford scored, Ivan Toney. You look at his positioning for that. It's a tight angle. Yeah. Tony's shot from, and he's got that in.
Yeah, I thought I had a hand to cover, but I was like right close to where I was. I thought it's just Darlow. I think, hate to say it, I think he needs to drop because end of the day, Martin Tabaka needs to come back for the next game. Because end of the day, we need that. It cost us 3 points. At the end of the day, Darlow's cost us 3 points. Lescar, he did an all right game, but not the one I expected. But the rest of the players, they were brilliant. Joe Linton, bloody hell, what happened to Joe Linton? He's woke up.
Yeah, I mean, that was probably his best performance to see man of the match. Took that goal well, left foot into the bottom corner. We just want to see more of that from him. He had a great chance towards the end, but he slipped. But I don't think you couldn't fault his effort today.
Don't get me wrong, he's done brilliant. I think that's what we expect for Joe Linton. We expect him to play well, and look what he's did. He just bossed Brentford like, honestly, it was like his own way. And the way he played was unbelievable. The goal, yes, fantastic. Yes, when I saw the game, I thought, oh, he slept. I thought, oh, shit, he's going to be the old Darlow, like Joe Linton before. And then all of a sudden, he got back up and then he set up a goal for Callum Wilson to could have been made a lead. But well done to Joe Linton. I expect more from the next couple of games. Hopefully, we might see the different Joe Linton that we've seen in front of Steve Bruce.
Yeah, well, Norwich won. That's us bottom at the moment. I think Arsenal's going to be a write-off game. So you would look to say Norwich could be the possible first win of the season.
It looks like so, I hate to say it, but I think Norwich is the only team we might be capable enough to win. But Arsenal away, we haven't been Arsenal since 2010. That's the long time we have been Newcastle. Like Newcastle have beat Arsenal away. But we'll give it a good go against them. That's all we've got to do. And then the day, what I've seen so far, that's what I like to see. That's what I expect from them. But at the end of the day, I think the defence needs to be sorted. And I think goalkeeper needs to be replaced. Being mounted back because I think this is the time for him to make a comeback. He hasn't played since Euro 2020. And hopefully, fingers crossed, that we might get some at Emirates going into the big game against Norwich. This is we all a chance.
Thank you very much, man. Archer, Newcastle United 3, Brentford 3. We still haven't got that first win. We played well, but from a defensive point of view, it's absolutely abysmal.
It is. Like, we just can't even win a fucking game, can we? Like, we should have won today, but like our defense was just crap. Darlow was shocking.
I mean, did you see his positioning for the Ivan Toney's goal? It's from a tight angle, and you think, Jesus Christ, got to look at Dubravka to come back in. I would possibly look to give Fernandez a run in the game. I mean, Lascelles Clark, shocking once again. Even though Lascelles scored, but still.
Yeah, but just like Ivan Toney, like when he scored, Darlow just was just standing in like a tight corner. Tony just popped it in, but like Lascelles' goal was alright, cracking goal, and then Tony scored, and then we were 2-1 down, and then what happens? Big Brazilian Joe Linton scores the second goal.
What a performance from him. I mean, he was probably the man of the match today. Ball that slipped towards the end, but you couldn't fault his performance. He was everywhere. The goal he took was brilliant as well. That's what we just want to see from Joe Linton.
Yeah, like that, I think that's the best performance I've seen Joe Linton play, to be honest. Like, he's just hasn't been himself since he arrived on Tyneside 2 last year. But for him to playing on the wing, today's been playing really well. For me, I've got to give credit. He's got to be man of the match for me.
Certainly. Well, Norwich unfortunately won today, so that's us bottom of the table. I think Arsenal is going to be a write-off. So you could say, could Norwich be the winnable game, even though they've won?
We've got to beat Norwich. We've got Arsenal coming up next week. I think we might get beat off Arsenal. But the two vital games we're coming up, Norwich and Burnley. If we don't win both of them games, we are screwed. But
I think that will happen.
We need to start winning games. But we've got Eddie Howe, and he obviously hope he I know he's got COVID, but I hope he gets well soon. But he's the man for me. Eddie Howe, what a top lad.
Yeah, well, it's just, attack-wise we were good, but as again defensively it was just shit. I think Lascelles and that defence needs really a lot of criticism. It really does.
And defence has been shocking all season, but we can't do it when we're attacking. But defence is just absolutely shocking. Carl Dolan needs to be dropped, and it's about time Martin Dubravka has a chance.
Yeah, well, have you got a bit of a rage moment there?
Reed, Steve Bruce, what a proper chink seal! Or today, that was proper stylish, sexy football, wasn't it? But you may have got the sack, but you've definitely haunted us today by cleaning toilet suit. Steve Bruce, you're fucking shite.
Lawrence, Newcastle 3, Brentford 3. It's a point, but should have been looking to win that game. Attack-wise, we were very good, but we're just again let down by some shambolic defending again.
We need to work on the defence. I mean, I get it, Eddie Howe's more of an attacking coach. Well, it's his coaching staff still there taking charge of the game.
Love your stream, love your work, love your page, it's all here. Come on, Pete, straight out. Come on!
But it's time to move away from playing three centre backs and look I think Glenn Foy said in goal our players play to the strengths but they don't expose the weaknesses. I know he's on players, but as a team, let's play to our strengths, which is going forward and it's attack them.
Yeah, I mean, Darlow, what's he doing for that first goal? His positioning's garbage. Defending is not much better. I think we should look to bring Dubravka, possibly Fernandes back in for Arsenal.
I could understand him play. I could understand Darlow starting, and let's be honest, he should have done better today. But I think it's now time to get Martin Dubravka back in. I mean, fair enough, Dubravka was on international, did play for Slovakia in midweek.
That's the thing here. Well, Arsenal, I think that's going to be a write-off. Norwich at home, could you say it could be our first win, even though they start to pick up a bit of form?
We've got to win that, but I'm getting more nervous for the longer we go without win, the more nervous I'm getting. I don't want to be talking up a potentially a winless season or even a season where we just finish miles below everyone else. And I mean, if we're miles below everyone else, that's not going to help with January.
Yeah. Thank you. Sharky, Newcastle United 3, Brentford 3. Bit of an improvement attack-wise, but defensively we're awful. Goalkeeper-wise, Darlow, what was he doing the day?
Well, Darlow didn't have his best game, did he?
I mean, that's first goal we conceded for Ivan Toney. Look at his position. Ivan Toney shooting from a very tight angle, and it goes in the back of the net. I mean, and I think the third goal, that's preventable as well, in my opinion.
Well, they both are. All three, to be honest. That's what they say in football. He should get down a lot quicker for me. If he does, I think he saves it for Ivan Toney's goal. The second one that Brentford scored, Rico Henry, when the ball goes across him a free header, I mean, that's criminal at this level. You can't give players, the freedom of the Gallagher just to plant that in the back of the net. But do you know what it is in terms of the actual game? there was actually fight from the players. I said we know where the back of the net is, we score goals. The problem is we can't defend, and defending at this minute in time is costing. We're points man won a game yet. Norwich have just won 2-1 against Southampton. You've got Burnley getting a free draw, so we're getting cut adrift, and that's not what we want at this early stage.
Absolutely not. I mean, would you look to bring Dubravka back in against Arsenal, possibly Fernandes as well?
Do you know what? I don't think Fabian Schär had a bad game, if I'm honest. I thought Lascelles was. I know he scored today, but I thought he was poor. And he's not a captain for me.
Not good enough.
Clark's too slow. You mentioned the keeper situation. I'll be honest. I said this to you the other day before kick-off. I'd rather Dubravka start over Caldolo. I'm not saying Caldolo's the worst goalkeeper that we've got, but I think Dubravka's more intelligent. He knows what he's doing. He commands his area very well. By the way, credit Brentford. I thought they actually played quite well. If you're an away side who scores 3 on the road, you should probably win the game. And plus, they've taken the lead twice. But fair play to all lads as well, for coming back. We could, if that had been a Steve Bruce management game, then I think we lose that. We'll probably lose 6-7. But we hung in there, and even if, say, 3-2 down, if that had been Steve Bruce, I said we could have lost that 6-7. Yep. But fair play to to St. Maximum. We made the subs as well. I think it helped. Ryan Fraser had a good game. And by the way, Joe Linton. I thought he gets a lot of credit.
Man of the match for me the day, I've got to say.
That's what I was just about to say. I thought Joe Linton had his best game. Sometimes he does frustrate you.
He had that chance where he slipped, but I couldn't fault his effort. The goal he scored was very good. Left foot into the corner.
The way he smashed it in, that's what he's got to do. He's got to be in the right place at the right time. I don't like the whole idea when fans were saying, he's very good at holding the ball up. As a striker, you want to see him in the box, and that's where he should be. You want to see players creating the chances and putting the ball in the back of the net. By the way, I thought Wilson was a bit quiet today. I don't know about you. He didn't have his best.
He was, yes. I've got to admit, I thought he was.
But do you know what? I don't know if it's backfired, but the back three is a little bit of a concern, though. I probably would have went with a flat back 4, and I hope he changes that for the Arsenal game. But we'll see. I said it. Yes, it's a point. We'll take it. But in reality, we need those extra 2 points.
Certainly do. I mean, Arsenal, I think, is going to be a write-off.
Never write any games off on Eddie Howe.
Well, we'll see. But Eddie Howe might not be able to make that game next. Well, Norwich, is that the one you're looking to think we're going to get the win, even though they've picked up a bit of form?
Well, there's no easy games in the Premier League, as they say. But new manager bounce for them, Dean Smith. He's got his first win against Southampton. I predicted that as well. We'll have to beat Norwich, as said. You look at this game, Brentford, you got Norwich, Burnley, they're the 3 games that we'll have to win. But yeah, we've got to get a win from somewhere. I mean, it's getting desperate now, isn't it?
Certainly is. Brilliant, thanks, son.